Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. My name is Gabriel Hinojosa, and I'm from Colorado Springs. Now, let me just introduce you to who I used to be before I got to where I am today. It was a long journey, and I was a thief. I was a gang member. I was a drug abuser. I lusted for women. I manipulated women. I manipulated people. I took advantage of a lot of people just to get what I wanted. Sold drugs from California to here and ruined my life amongst a lot of other people's lives. It wasn't like that for forever. I was brought up in a military household. My dad was an ex-drill sergeant for the infantry, and I was the first one. So he tried to raise me like a soldier. He tried to keep me in line. I had to do certain things, and if I got in trouble, I would kneel in the corner with raw rice or beans or wall sits of that nature, right? And as I got older, I started doing certain things, hanging out with the wrong crowds, and he knew that. So he took me away and I couldn't go nowhere. I was pretty much imprisoned in my house. And my dad became an alcoholic really bad. So I became defiant. I rebelled very hard and went to the streets. Going into gangs and hanging out with certain people, I became a gang member at an early age. I didn't want to be at home because it wasn't nice there. There was no love there. I just felt my love from my friend's mom or my friend's dad or coping with their families, right? So I became a part of a gang. Sometime later, I was getting ready for school at home, and my dad saw I had my shirt off and things of that. But my dad saw my tattoos. I had gang tattoos, and he became very violent, where he started punching me and throwing me to the ground. I lived in the basement. He drug me up the stairs, and I didn't know where I was going, but I was getting drugged, and he beat me unconscious till I got into a bathroom where he locked him and myself in the bathroom. At that time, when this would happen, he proceeded to cut off my gang tattoos with razor blades and held me down and beat me more and left me there for dead in the bathroom. Bloody pulp, like 12, 13 years old. I have scars on my body from that, right? Because he cut them off and tried to physically take them off. Pouring alcohol on me, tried to sterilize the razor and tell me to shut up and punch me. And next thing I know, I just woke up out of like coming unconscious. So I'd run away. It was like that for years. I'd run away and I didn't want to be nowhere a part of that. In and out of juvenile facilities, boot camps, jail, and it was consistent. It was all the time. I didn't know. I didn't know better. I didn't know what love was. I didn't know how to even act. I was a mess. And I thrived on the streets for a very long time. I didn't even grow up with my family. Like my sister and my brother will tell you, I didn't grow up with them. I didn't grow up with my mom. I didn't grow up with my dad. I was far away. I'd rather go run the streets and go steal canned corn or something and go eat it under the bridge because I didn't want to go. That happened for 20 years until I got stable enough and got my house and I started doing my own thing, but I still always sold drugs. And I was always this monster that I built. And that's how the name is Suspect. My gang name was Suspect on the streets. So the book talks about all my trials and tribulations and abuse and gang life and drug life that I endured. It was a whole life of this person and this persona that I built up. the death of the suspect is who I became. I couldn't be this person forever. I couldn't be suspect. I had to bury that. Now, at the end of everything, I had been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been blown up. I almost lost my hand. And they put me on oxys. I was on Oxy 5s, Oxy 10, Oxy 15s, Oxy 20s, Oxy 30s. I was taking Oxy 180 Oxy 30s a month. Then that's when I lost everything. I lost my life. I lost my wife at the time. I lost my kids. I lost my house. I lost my business. Everything that I built. But I was still selling drugs. I wasn't 100% in, but I still built everything that I had. And I lost everything. And I was homeless. I was sleeping in hotel rooms to get warm. I was stealing cars to get warm. I was doing everything I could just to survive. But I was broken. I was a mess. I was addicted to drugs. And at the end of that, I started using heroin. And I think after all the time of the drug use and everything and losing everything, I just had enough of it. And I tried to do 2 hot shots of heroin to take my life. That didn't work, and I obviously survived, and I went to jail. And when I went to jail, I got to my hands and knees and I pled to the Lord that, help me, I can't do this no more. I can't be this person anymore. I can't do this anymore. Help me, please help me. And I fell to my knees. The next day I woke up and I was completely saved from addiction. I didn't have no come down. I didn't know, I'd never experienced it before, and I felt love, and I felt joy, and I felt happiness. It's unexplainable. Then I wrote my story in jail, and then that's where this comes, the life and death of suspect. And through the progress of all that, I opened up a recovery center. I started going to school. So now I'm an owner, and I try to show people a better way of life. So what is Prevailing Towards Redemption? That is me actually helping people overcoming adversities. Showing them that if I could do it, then they can do it as well. So who am I today? I'm a father. I'm a minister of my church. I'm a business leader. I'm an owner of a company. And I'm a man of God. Thank you.
So great job. Very inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please send some notes through Lisa on